Peace. Happy now. Now's a vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. We right now. Now is the vibrate. And right now we getting rid of fear. Fear and God cannot occupy the same body. I know some people like, oh wait, well hold up. I thought God was everything, man. Now how you gonna say fear and God can't occupy the same body? I like doing voices. Y'all gonna catch on to that. But like some people like how could yeah, you say fear and God can't occupy the same body, but in the same breath say everything is God. Well, it's just context of different expressions, you know what I'm saying? Where basically, of course, God is everything because God is from the lower vibrations to the high vibrations. God is everything. God is Maya. God is the devil. God is earth. God is, everything, you know what I'm saying? But just in that expression of fear and God can't occupy the same body, we know that when God, the divine, omnipresence of God is omniscience, the divineness of it is within on a high vibrational level, then we know that, matter of fact, on that unconditional love level, then we know that fear cannot, exist around unconditional love and high vibration. So that's where that expression comes from, where, fear and God cannot occupy the same bodies because, high vibrations and lower vibrate, so if your vibration is super high, then lower vibrations can't survive around. As above, so below. Same thing in your brain. If you're always thinking positive, then there's no room for negative thoughts to even survive or live in your brain. You know what I'm saying? As above, so below. The campaign for 2017. But getting rid of fears, you know what I'm saying? For one, we always, which would really help me with it was the book, The Power of Now. I'm always suggesting that book to everybody. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. But getting rid of fear, you know what I'm saying? First you have to recognize the fear, because the ego, the pain body is always looking for some type of fearful, separational type of situation to grab onto, But first you have to recognize the fear that may pop up and don't be startled or feel negative about it. So, like sometimes, say for instance, there be times during my growth where I've been meditating, everything been straight. And then all of a sudden, something like, boy, if I got in a fight with this person, I'll do this. And it's like, wait, why are you even sizing people up in your brain? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you even, where did that negative thought come from? You know what I'm saying? But there's the thing, though, too. You got to remember to be the observer, not to, consciously just watch your reaction, watch your ego reaction instead of really getting into it, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, you first have to recognize the fear that may pop up and don't be startled or feel negative about it. So whenever a thought of sizing somebody up fighting wise hit my brain, I don't trip. I kind of just smiling all right, where that came from, and stay positive. Matter of fact, I start observing all right, let's see, any more of them thoughts anywhere, you know what I'm saying? Kind of observe and see, you know what I'm saying? And see if it's any more, that's what I was waiting for. I was all right, is there any more thoughts like this? But you don't want to be startled by them, you know what I'm saying? You want to be an observer, you know what I'm saying? Because that emotions, energy and motion, man, it could take control of you too quick. And matter of fact, that throw off your manifestations and your, the coherence of your body and the coherence of your heart, or the coherence of the heart, which throws off the coherence of the whole body and aura in general, So you don't want to let them the fears create that negative feeling towards you. Because another thing too, what I'm about to get to, you want to show your fears love instead of shying away from it. You want to smile and give a big hug. You know what I'm saying? You want to smile and give your fears a big hug. And matter of fact, what I wrote right here, or at least attempt to, because fear is so fearful, for lack of a better word. Fear is very fearful of love and wants no part of it. You know what I'm saying? So in essence, when you go to show love, like say for instance, if that negative thought, like, oh, you got like a past situation that happened that you're not proud of, or something happened where you may have like wronged somebody wronged you, vice versa, however the situation may go, you know what I'm saying? You wanna, and say for instance those thoughts, you know, you don't wanna run from them thoughts. When they pop up, you smile and you like, you reach out your hands and you want to give that thought a hug. And like I say though, when you reach out to get that thought a hug, it's like, oh, that it's going the other way. You know, it's disappearing, you know what I'm saying? Because it didn't want that. It wanted you to build off of it. It popped up so you could build off of it and start giving it more energy, basically throwing more gasoline on that fire, you know what I'm saying? That's what it wanted. But instead, you know what I'm saying, you showed it love, you know what I'm saying? The opposite, what it cannot feed off of. It cannot feed off of love. So therefore, it cannot exist when there's a lot of extreme love around. Fear cannot exist. Back to the way I started. You know what I'm saying? Like, where, God and fear cannot exist in the same body. But whenever you have these type of fearful, thoughts or anything, of that nature, you want to show it love. You want to smile and like, man, you was being human in that moment. Or, or that person, was being human. Like, it's all good. Don't fear that thought. You know what I'm saying? Don't fear doing this. Like, all right. Yeah, you gotta take care of this and take care of that, but don't run from that thought. Don't run from the thought of being fearful of bringing a child into the world. Embrace that, you know what I'm saying? Like, stand in the eye and be like, well, you know what, even though I'm not financially good, but I got it, and even if I'm not, it'll still be good. You smile, embrace it with love. Don't run from fearful thoughts or from fear itself. Because matter of fact, that's how you get rid of it, by showing it love. Because matter of fact, you want to know how something, matter of fact, because I experienced this on DMT trips, how something can almost become an entity within itself is just by being a negative thought form within your brain, or a thought form that's been hidden and kept under wraps that's turned into something negative because you're not addressing it. It's just always getting pushed to the side, and what type of thought it is the one where when people talking on a certain subject, you want to release and bring it up so you could release yourself, but then you hold it in. That thought that you keep holding in, that one. That's what's going to keep bouncing and playing in your head whenever you least expect it. And every time you run from it, when you get to a clear spot, oh yeah, it's like, all right, I got to a clear space. I'm away from that fear. And then now the fear just grows into where it could just get closer to where you thought you was free. Until eventually either it's going to drive you crazy or you have to face that fear. And the only way to face that fear is to turn around, smile, and give that fear a big hug, you know what I'm saying? And don't run from it, As a matter of fact, most fears, like I say, comes from your ego and the three-dimensional conditioning also, you know what I'm saying? Because you're only fearful off of the strength of things that you were taught to be fearful of, started from a little baby, you know what I'm saying? Hence, that's why the government brainwash, your parents and, and been making this mind frame the way they've been making it, because they've been wanting to instill this fear in you, to where, matter of fact, go back to as above, so below, dealing with the DNA. This vibration of this thought form vibration is so strong that it actually staying in your DNA. Where a lot of us have fear in the 666 bodysuit in the DNA. That lower vibration, you know what I'm saying? How I bull corner about, like, for sure, like with black people, where the trauma from slavery, you know what I'm saying, is the reason why we not quick to go bungee jumping and thrill seeking. Because, we done had our adrenaline rush already, you know what I'm saying? We kind of, we straight on that for now until we kind of get away from, until we get away from the Akashic vibrations of feeling that slave ancestry, you know what I'm saying? Until we let go of that part of our past life, it's still staying in our DNA from all that, adrenaline from slavery. But the same thing, your fears come from your 3D conditioning. Matter of fact, that's why too, like, back to what they call in the the illusion of Maya or the devil, attempting to hold your spirit down, hold you in ego with your fearful thoughts, you know what I'm saying? If you're fearful, I mean, you do things like carry a gun. When you carry a gun, you basically invite, shootouts into your life. You invite using that gun and situations for it into your life, you know what I'm saying? From fear. You know what I'm saying? Any fearful vibrations, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, a fear make you think that person's about to do you something, pull a trigger, bam, now it's somebody dead, misunderstanding because of fear, you know what I'm saying? You got slavery because somebody feared, like, something that didn't look like them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, man. And which that's prophecy and deeper than that, you know what I'm saying? But just, just general too, though, fear of something that's not like you, you know what I'm saying? So what you do, you hate it and you hurt it, you know what I'm saying? Because of fear, but you want to embrace fear. And just like I say, so how I said embrace your fear. So if you do, say for instance, fear somebody that look different, and embrace somebody that look different and give them a hug, you know what I'm saying? Stop being fearful. Any aspect of it, you know what I'm saying? Embrace the situation and stop being fearful. Because, matter of fact, and you start thinking about it, why would God be, for one, scared, fearful of itself? Because that's once you get to understand everything, one, then you realize how ignorant it is to be scared of anything, you know what I'm saying? But, you start to realize, like, yeah, what is there to be scared? I'm a reincarnating being. I'm energy that cannot be created nor destroyed. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I fearing? What am I, watching the news every day, worrying about these concentration FEMA camps for, man? I'm one with source, man. No matter what little moves is going on outside in the matrix, I know where I'm at with it. You know what I'm saying? I know that I'm source, and that I'm fearless, I'm timeless, I am limitless, you know what I'm saying? It's a good mantra, matter of fact. I am fearless, I am timeless, I am ageless, I am limitless. I am infinity, you know what I'm saying? But back to staying on point. You see how I could drift off, but you want to show fear is love, that's the only way. So anytime you have any type of fearful thought, anything, you want to address it and show it love. Just like with addictions or anything, you can't address a problem if you're ignoring it, you know what I'm saying? If you acting like, just anything around like your shoes ain't bust up and you need a new pair, you know what I'm saying? If you acting like you don't see these things, you know what I'm saying? And you can't address it, you ain't gonna fix it, you ain't gonna buy yourself no new shoes because you're ignoring the bust up shoes you're wearing now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop ignoring. Gotta address the situation. Gotta be fearless, you know what I'm saying? Because matter of fact, like how I say, don't contradict yourself with outside too. Like, you like to outside talk, but that's the ego, of course. Like, oh yeah, I'm not scared of this. I'm God body. I'm this and that, and then you running from your own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't can't be fearful. You know what I'm saying? Fear is how all the lower vibrations basically generate. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, and matter of fact, and also, which a good point, like you shouldn't be scared of feeling fear, so to speak, because it helps point out a part of you that needs more love, which is a good thing too to point out, you know what I'm saying? So, say for instance, when you feeling like, oh yeah, like I done got rid of my ego, my spiritual journey, that part is complete, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't have, and then then that negative thought, pop up, and then like I said, don't be fearful, don't trip out. Matter of fact, especially if you're a spiritual person, like if you vibrating on high vibrations, got the crystals, you meditate every day, but then like a little negative thought seep through, don't trip, just be like all right, that's another little part to work on, another part to love. Come here, you little fear, come here, you little fear. You know what I'm saying? Give it a little kiss and a little hug, man. And watch it, run away and disappear, But having those fears also give you a chance, to see like, all right, this is what, matter of fact, and also seeing fears almost too help you to, like, in essence, well, in some cases, some fears may be like, how can I say, from your soul incarnations, you know what I'm saying? So some, like, looking at some fears and analyzing some of them may be like, going through the Akash, and analyzing your past lives and learning from it, you know what I'm saying? Seeing, like, a fear like, oh, like fear of addiction. Like, all right, I was, I had an addiction problem in my past life, but I ain't gonna fear it. I'm gonna stand up to it, embrace it, but show it love, not be against it. That's another thing. I'm not fighting it. You don't want to fight. You want to show love. You know what I'm saying? But that's all I want to speak on. That is just, dropping that ego, you know what I'm saying? Stopping that ego from separating, you know what I'm saying? You want to show love, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about embracing, because ain't nothing like, matter of fact, like fearful people. That's why I feel for people are just fear and lower vibrations travel in packs. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, they peaches and that. They don't really talk about you or other people until they're around more negative people, to generate and hide behind the bulk of negativity, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like that throwing a stone and hide your hand type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Like negative people, negative thoughts, they like to hide and they like to travel in packs. And negative energy also just like to grab and bring you down any kind of way. So that's trolling. Like, say for instance, negative energy could come in the smallest form of somebody like, well, yeah, man, I think, say for instance, I resonate with basketball, so the first thing I think. But somebody troll like, oh yeah, I think Mookie Blaylock was the best player to ever play basketball. That person trying to troll you, and like, cause they know damn well that person ain't the best, but what they doing is trying to troll your ego. Like, come on, let's have a little energy match, and it becomes, matter of fact, and getting into those little conversations is like energy ping pong, ploop, 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 ploop. And then you generated so much energy going back and forth to you. And then, damn, all my energy lost. All my little time gone from what? From trying to make somebody see a point that wasn't even arguable in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So, but just in general, man, stay away from fearful thoughts, stay away from negativity. And when it does arrive and show itself, show it love. Whether it's a person, a thought form, whatever. Love. Ain't that matter of fact, you wanna see a KKK person feel uncomfortable, or somebody that deals with hate feel uncomfortable, show them love. And watch how uncomfortable it gets, almost like the devil in the church, like. The devil in the church, how they depict it in the movies and all that, you know what I mean? But it's that same type of vibe, though, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that fear, man, that hate is love, unconditional love is what get that all away. That's what the, Horus, you know what I'm saying? From Horus down to Jesus, if that's the story you still like to use, even though it's a brainwashing story that's killing a lot of people's culture. But however you look at it, but that Christ consciousness, you know what I'm saying? That's where it's at, the unconditional love. And spreading and showing it. Don't need no gun when you one with source. You don't need to fear so and so down the block. And matter of fact, and all those fearful things, when is that all the people you come across, that's a play out of your own thoughts and mind frames. So if you got people around you that might fear certain things, or people of a certain mind frame, that's all your thoughts. So as above, so below, clean up your thoughts so your physical experience could change up. But peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate. I love when some singers do that, man. That boy good. Like when some of the singers, they do that little situation. If I think about Ibamar, the reggae artist, the reggae Aaron Neville. But happy now. Now it's a vibrate, y'all. Peace and blessings. California, I'm here. You know, well, I mean, y'all just physically, your 3D eyes, your matrix eyes, making you see me still in Louisiana, but I'm in California right now. But peace and blessings, y'all. Happy now. Now it's the vibrates. Peace.